Serene Azurean.
And we're here to do another tier list of all the movies we saw in the month of April.
Ah, exciting. Did we? I don't remember watching many movies.
Now, we actually did a tier list of several movies we watched last April, but we watched a whole lot more than those. And we're going to be combining those into this list.
Hey.
But the first movie I watched last month was a movie called After Hours, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Sakanko watched it alone because he didn't want me to see it with him.
You said you'd seen it already.
I lied. I'm just kidding. I did. I actually saw it when I was getting electrolysis and prep for my
Really?
surgery.
I would never have guessed that. Anyhow,
Yeah.
this movie stars the actor from American Werewolf in London.
Awoo. Werewolves in London.
Yeah.
Awoo!
And it was a very different movie from anything Martin Scorsese had seen before. It's clearly one of his early movies, I'd guess. I want to say this came out after American Werewolf. Might have been like only a few years. He looked about the same as his character in that. But anyhow, a very strange movie about a guy, very lonely businessman, works a 9 to 5 job on a computer. I want to say it was even like the old school like green text on a black screen computer.
Yeah, monochrome.
But yeah, he's looking to try to find love, and he meets this woman at a coffee shop, and by chance, and he says, "Hey, you wanna give me your number?" And things progress from there. Becomes a very weird movie. As he's constantly running around downtown specifically, I should say, and getting into all kinds of shenanigans. It is a very absurd movie, but if you like the actor from American Werewolf in London, I do not remember his name. Do you remember his name?
Oh gosh, no, I'm terrible with names.
You want to show the poster?
We're gonna show. Oh, I thought this was just for.
But yeah, so if you like the actor from that movie, you might like this movie. Like I said, it's a very strange movie. I do not have any kind of inkling as to how Martin Scorsese of a movie it is. I want to zoom in a little bit more. But yeah, definitely thought it was an enjoyable movie. Silly. But yeah, it is definitely a fun movie. It's a bit of a slow burn. It's also it feels like an older movie. It definitely does not feel like anything modern. Uh, Take that for what you will. But yeah, After Hours, very interesting movie. The other poster, strangely, was like his head on the top of an alarm clock. It made no sense. So I found this one. I was like, oh, yeah, that's perfect. He's constantly running around, constantly having to go into a bathroom and splash water on his face. It's very repetitive with that bit in there. But otherwise, yeah, definitely enjoyed this movie. You have anything you want to say about it?
No, I liked it. Werewolves.
What? There's no werewolves.
Oh, wrong movie. Sorry. Yeah, it was really weird. I really don't have much to add to it. It's just an interesting story, and it wraps up very nicely at the end. It's
Yeah,
very bizarre.
very yeah. I totally agree. All right, let's rank it now. Where would you think to put it?
I liked it. It's not my usual kind of movie. Um, I don't know. Maybe B.
Okay. Tempted to go for A for after, but no. I got a break from doing stuff like that. Yeah, definitely a solid B. All right, our next movie is The Secret of Nim. Now, this is one that I had seen before, but you had never seen.
This is
So,
correct.
so what did you think of The Secret of Nim?
I thought it was really, it was cool seeing all the different creatures. I actually really liked the story.
This is a movie by Don Bluth, a former Disney animator who broke out on his own. I think this might have been one of his first, if not his first, movie that he released on his own. And NIM stands for National Institute of Mental Health.
Yes,
It's
yes.
it's a bit of a spoiler for the movie, but
Sure.
this is an old movie. Based off of a book. They actually had to change the name of the protagonist, the mouse character there, from Mrs. Frisbee to Mrs. Brisbee because of the famous toy. But anyhow, yeah, what would you rank Secret of Nim?
Let me see. Secret of Nim? It's another B.
Okay. I mean,
I fell asleep before the end. I don't
oh
remember how it ended.
no. But anyhow, I would be tempted to give it an A, but rewatching it, it definitely feels like it's missing something. It kind of just, hey, they saved the sun, and the movie's over. Here's a few extra scenes, and the end. I know there's a sequel. We need to get around to watching that at some point. I don't remember how much the sequel actually like figures into the plot of the original movie. I think it kind of just focuses on the kids now older and they're on their own, doing their own thing. So it kind of feels like it's a standalone thing from this one. But anyhow, next movie we have is Castaway. This is another one that I had seen before, but Azurean had not seen.
Yeah, I'd seen bits and pieces of it, like when it was on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Never got to see the whole thing. I knew how it ended, but that that was
Yeah.
it. I picked up.
Hey, you knew he was gonna survive the island.
Yes, I knew he was gonna survive the island because when I picked it up, it wasn't long
Yeah.
before he had made an escape.
What are we doing? But anyhow,
Took
yeah,
that drone in his
this is
eye.
one of those most famous movies that I'm sure even if you've not seen it, you're somewhat familiar with. We stop fooling around here. So yeah, Tom Hanks is a works for FedEx. He's a high-ranking employee, and his airplane goes down on a shipping mission, and he's the only one that survives. He washes up on an island, and he spends several years stranded there trying to survive.
Yeah. Well, one of his friends washes up. One of the pilot.
Okay.
He's not.
So
alive
anyhow,
though.
so what do you think of this movie?
Castaway. I wish they would have cast this whole movie away. It was a
Oh, come
waste
on.
of my time.
You don't
I
really
loved it. I thought it was great. It's
Okay.
an A-tier movie.
All right. Yeah. If you've somehow not seen Castaway and you like Tom Hanks, what are you doing? Go see this movie.
Yeah, it's hard to find the cursor.
There you go. All right, next movie.
Weep. Weep.
Wait, it's another Tom Hanks movie, Inferno, the third in the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons trilogy.
It's about a fire truck that fights the Decepticons.
This was
or an ant.
based off the book by Dan Brown. Now, granted, it's been a while since I've seen either of the first two movies, but I somehow missed seeing the third one. And but they're all pretty standalone movies. I feel, or at least as I recall, the second one didn't have much to do with the first, other than the protagonist Tom Hanks' character is the same character.
Yeah, it's an anthology
Yeah.
series. They're not designed to be interconnected stories.
But in any case, yeah, Tom Hanks plays his character from those other two movies, and he wakes up in a hospital with amnesia. It's a little bit of a stereotype with the whole amnesia plot, but if you get over that and you just use it as a way to keep the protagonist and the audience as a clean slate, tabula rasa, yeah, I think it's fine. Very interesting movie. Definitely has a bit of a James Bond feel with the way we go to many different worldly locations. Obviously, his character is all about history and learning, like trying to find secrets in things. This one deals with the eight circles of hell, as depicted by Dante. And yeah, it was a very interesting movie. It had a few different cast members we recognized, so that was kind of neat. Always cool to see people, familiar faces in these movies. But what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I I mean, I did see the Da Vinci, no, not Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. This movie was it had less of him doing detective work. Detective work. It was a lot of him just getting over his amnesia.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It was a good story. I would have liked more detective stuff.
Okay.
Um,
I'm definitely
I would
interested
say
in more
I would
of that too.
say B.
Okay. But yeah, that was actually the first movie we watched together where neither of us had seen it before. So that's kind of fun that worked out. Next was our first theatrical movie. We saw Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
Yeah. It is a sequel to Ready or Not.
You don't
Um,
say.
yeah. We saw the trailers for this movie, and we're like, there was a first one, and then we went and found the first one, watched it,
Yep.
and then we went to go see this one, and I was not disappointed. I had a lot of fun with
All
it.
right. Yes, this one also features Buffy, right?
Yep.
The
Yeah,
actress
she's
who
there
plays
up on the
Buffy.
number 2 here.
And
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
yes, that's the name.
There she is.
Yeah, she is not a main character, but she is a one of the antagonists in this.
And then, of course, you got Elijah Wood. I love
Yes,
Elijah
Wood was great in this movie. He is a facilitator character.
And then this guy here with the mask. I wish I had a picture of him without it. He just kind of looks like Al Pacino here. But without
Okay.
the mask, oh my gosh, he looks so amazing. He's
Okay.
like the most beautiful man next to
Oh.
Sakanka.
Aw. Thank you for your addendum there. But anyhow, definitely enjoyed this one a whole lot. Glad we got to see this one. What do we think of ranking this? Or is there anything else you have to say about it?
Nope, it was a fun, what do you call it, suspense, a horror movie. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action. It does lean more into the action than anything else, but it does have horror.
Very bloody.
Yeah,
very bloody movie.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I could do a dozen more like it.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say A tier.
Okay. And yeah, definitely watch Ready or Not before you see this one. It leads right into this one.
Yes.
In fact,
it picks up immediately where the last. It recaps the final scene of the first movie, or re-shows it to you even, and then it just continues from there.
Yeah. All right. Next movie we also saw in theaters.
Sorry. Whoop. Whoop. And there we go.
Was the Super Mario Galaxy movie?
Yeah, I liked the part with the superpowers, and then it was like the video game.
Speaking of which, you've been playing the first game on stream lately.
I bought the game
on Saturdays and Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, approximately. Maybe, perhaps sometimes a little later, depending on circumstances.
Yeah, work really pushes things on most of those occasions out of the time slot.
But in any case, awesome movie. Absolutely loved it. Super fan of the franchise. Played most of the Mario games. Definitely played both Galaxy games and Odyssey. You've played most of or probably half of the first Galaxy movie, and you've played all of Odyssey. So what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it a lot. I will say, as far as being a movie, if you compare it to a Scorsese movie that has a ton of story and even character development, this doesn't have it. It is a nice story, and if you like Mario, if you want to see Mario doing Mario things in a Mario world, this is it.
And Princess Peach.
Yes,
she gets to do stuff too.
All the characters get to do stuff that you would associate with their characters. We get a few surprises, even though marketing ruined a lot of the surprises, which is really a shame because some of them you wouldn't have seen coming.
I will say, like, if you're going into this and be like, I've never played a Mario game, I don't know who this Mario guy is, movie's not for you. If you've played the Mario games, you know who these characters are, you're gonna love this movie.
Yep.
That's kind of just how I feel about this. Similar, like I feel similar to this as like the Wizard when I saw that as a child. That one was the best movie that I ever seen as a kid. Now I know it's not like the masterpiece that I knew it before, but I loved it so much because it was the movie about Nintendo games, you know. But anyhow, yes, there you go. Yeah.
Up here?
Yeah, right there. There you go.
Right here.
No! Stop it.
Alright. I liked it. I wouldn't call it an S tier movie only because it's like cotton candy.
Love
It's,
cotton candy.
it's sweet and it looks neat,
Do you
but
want
there's
some
like,
cotton candy right now?
but there's no substance. But I loved it. Yeah, do you have cotton candy?
No.
You monster.
But anyhow, as long as you're not a raccoon trying to wash your cotton candy, I think you'd like it. You know, that's how it is. So anyhow, next movie. Another one that I watched alone. I think you'd said you'd seen. Take Me Home Tonight.
I had seen it. I saw it. I see this 2011. I probably saw it in 2012, maybe
Okay.
2013.
So
it's been a while.
Stars Topher Grace and Anna Faris, as it says there. Also, I never remember his Fogler.
Fogler, yeah.
I can't remember his first name.
I always forget his first name.
But in any case, this
Dan?
was Dan Fogler. That sounds about right. And I do not remember who the blonde.
And all the rest.
But anyhow, this was an interesting movie. It definitely has a lot of popular music in it. Basically, the two guys are fresh out of school, and they're trying to make a life for themselves. And he's got a crush on this girl, and he wants to impress her. And basically, it's all about a night of going to these parties in these mansions, and the shenanigans that ensue.
Yeah.
It was a little paint by numbers for my taste.
Yeah, it did not do terribly well in theaters. I think it actually had a short, truncated run in theaters. I think they actually cut it shorter than the original plan. It just did not do well. It's a shame. I thought it was an okay movie. I've definitely seen worse.
If you like these actors, definitely worth checking out. But yeah, not the greatest. Definitely does not is not as great as the other movies we've talked about. So yeah,
Okay.
definitely well placed.
All right.
All right, next movie.
Weep. Weep. Bam.
So this is when we started watching our James Bond movies. So we got The Man with the Golden Gun. Now, I loved this movie. I do not remember if I had seen it before, to be honest. I think this might have been my first time seeing it all the way through. And, yeah, it definitely held up to the hype, I'd say. Such a great movie. We talked about this one in our previous video. Scaramanga, the Man with the Golden Gun, played by Christopher Lee, is an amazing villain for this.
He was.
The theme song really does build him up quite well.
He was in the Lord of the Rings.
Yes, he was Saruman.
Yeah, Saruman.
Not to confuse with Sauron.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I hate saying his name because I always want to say Saruman.
And then there's the X-Men villain who's like a green pterodactyl guy.
Sauron.
It's also Sauron.
And then he's also Dracula.
Yes, he was Dracula in the Hammer horror movies. But anyhow, that has something to do with this. But yeah, The Man with the Golden Gun. I think it was the second movie with Roger Moore, since you'd seen him in one before this.
Yes, I
Live and
saw
Let
him
Die?
in his Live and Let Die. Was Live and Let Die?
Yeah, pretty sure. But anyhow, this is the first one we watched in our marathon. Do you have anything to add?
Nope. There's a man with a golden gun. Some beautiful visuals. Great movie. If you like Bond, it has a good level of camp.
Is this a good
Spy.
movie to start watching Bond with?
To start watching Bond, I would say so. I feel like it maybe sets the bar a little high because
Okay.
there are some Bond movies that aren't like great.
Yeah.
But but I think Man with the Golden Gun is an excellent one to watch. I think if you're being selective about the Bond movies, you didn't want to see everyone, just the ones that were like exceptionally good, this would be absolutely on the list.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. Compared to these other movies, I gotta make sure I'm not just rating, and I'm gonna feel bad if I go back to the Bond list and find out I reshuffled some of these. As far as movies go, B, I guess.
What? Really?
You wanted an A? I could put an A.
Yeah. Definitely think it's worthy of A tier.
So I'm about halfway there.
All right. Next is another James Bond movie. It is The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh gosh, wasn't it? What's the song for this one?
This Spy Who Loved Me.
It was.
We just talked about this one last
I
week,
know.
didn't we?
I don't remember how the song. I'm trying to remember how the song went, but that song was excellent.
But in any case, yeah, this one bit more on the generic side. It was the one that introduced Jaws, the henchman played by Richard Kiel,
Yeah.
who you may know from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, he is. I think easily the most famous Bond henchman. Well,
Yes.
it may be Odd Job, just because.
Of the video game, I mean, yeah, because of that.
I don't know about
Okay.
that, but yeah, I think it's just he's an easy one to gravitate to. But Jaws, I think, is easily the most interesting.
Yes.
Weird storyline with that guy. But yeah, I thought it was pretty generic for Bond movie. I think other outside of Jaws' intro, it's one you could skip if you didn't need to see everyone.
Mhm.
I don't know, D tier
Okay.
doesn't mean I think all these movies are watchable. It's just some are more watchable than others.
All right. Next we have For Your Eyes
For
Only.
Your Eyes Only. That's another one of those that had that same singer that sung a couple of the themes. I hated it. I did not like the theme.
Well, we talked about that in the other video. But in any case, what did you think of For Your Eyes Only?
I thought it was okay. Yeah, you know what? What was this? The first one in the 80s? It was, I liked it because it started to feel more familiar to the time period I grew up in.
Okay.
So I actually did like it. I don't know if it was bad or not because I really just enjoyed it. Let's see, for comparison, I would say I'd put it in B.
Really? You put it as high as B?
Well, actually, you know what? I'd only bringing it down to C because of the other movies on this list. I feel like are more watchable.
Okay.
Against Bond movies, maybe not.
All right. Next we have Octopussy.
Yeah, this one was. This one had some amazing scenes in it.
Agreed.
I really enjoyed. I mentioned in the other video. I really enjoyed the final act, seeing all the women do the crime stuff with their acrobatic skills or their whatever. That was wonderful. This is definitely high up there for Bond movies for me.
Indeed.
Probably my second favorite Roger Moore one.
Behind Man with Golden Gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree to all that, man.
yeah, and I mean it's typical Bond fare. Otherwise, although the women actually seem way more powerful in that one.
Yes. Very empowering to women, which is very unlike a lot of Bond movies.
Yes.
Usually the one like there's a like the last one actually For Your Eyes Only had a strong female character in there, but she also was kind of just sidelined a lot. Whereas this one, I feel we got to see her do cool things. Yeah, there you go. B. I like a B. All right. Next we have another James Bond movie, A View to a Kill.
Yes, this one had Duran Duran doing the theme, which was wonderful. I love it. Doesn't sound very Bond-like to me.
I believe this was Roger Moore's final turn as James Bond, and it somehow doesn't show. At least I didn't think he felt too old for the role.
Nope.
But he was I believe he was the oldest that a Bond has been. But in any case, very very fun movie. Features Christopher Walken.
And this one.
And yeah, very awesome black Bond woman.
Yeah, she was amazing. She should have been in more things.
Yes.
She is amazing.
She was in another movie we're going to be talking about later on. But yeah, where do we rank A View to a Kill?
View to a Kill, I
love the scene where the title is said in the movie.
Oops, I didn't mean to put that there. I would say this is a B movie.
All right. All right, the next is Moonraker. Now this one, we watched these a little out of order, but yeah, this one was a little hard to watch.
I would tend to agree. From what I understand, it is a lot of people's least favorite Bond movie. They don't like the absurdity of him going to space.
I certainly found it absurd how the villain is launching several space shuttles of people into space.
Yeah.
And it's like, how?
And all at the same time.
Like one right after the other.
And it's like,
Like,
I don't know. I kind of like it's kind of like the whole Asteroid M thing, only more
yeah.
eugenic based.
Yes, but also like if you've ever followed how NASA and other things work, uh, it is a very pinpoint time frame to be able to launch properly to get to where you want to go in space
But
because
he has high tech
the
spy
Earth is
rockets.
constantly moving and your target is potentially moving, so you've got to like math it out perfectly to be able to get there. We've been
Although
watching Doctor Stone when they're
although
trying
he
to get to
did,
the moon.
yes, this is true. But also he did have. I'm gonna give him the caveat of they were specially developed by the Bond villain himself. They
Okay.
aren't just regular NASA rockets. These are
Yeah.
some sort of super villain super rockets.
Okay. Okay.
Um, doesn't mean it's not any more ridiculous. The whole Jaws storyline of this is bizarre. It
Yes.
feels like out of left field.
The top corners shows Jaws and Bond together. You want to scroll up there? There you go.
Oh yeah,
There's
that was a good. That was a pretty good scene. I liked it. I like
it was a
how.
little absurd though.
Yeah, I like how Bond can
The
never
boat
get the
the
upper
boat
hand.
scene was kind of neat though. I wish it was more with the boat. But in any case, yeah, where we rank this one? D.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I like it.
that's fine.
I like the characters. I just thought the movie was
All
weak.
right, next we took a break from Bond and
Oh,
watched Companion.
yes, yes. It's got Quaid. And he's from The Boys.
Yes.
And I forgot her name. I'm not good with names.
Shoot, doesn't say their names on here.
It does not.
But in any case, this was a very interesting movie. I'd never seen The Notebook, so I couldn't compare it to the other movie that the studio brought to you by there.
It's a very different movie.
You don't say. But anyhow, love this movie a lot. Go into it without
Yes,
too many spoilers.
If you really want to see it, we can't really tell you much about it
But,
because it does not go the way it didn't go the way I thought it would.
In any case, these two are boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're going on a trip to a friend's. Is it like a summer home?
Yeah,
it's like they're told that they speak of it as if it's a cabin, but it ends up being a lot bigger of a place.
It's their friends like know a guy or work for this guy.
And things happen.
Yes.
And definitely earns the rated R. And
oh, it's wonderful.
Definitely a great movie. There's a character named Teddy in it.
Oh, there you go. Oh man, it's tough. I would say B or A.
A.
Okay.
Definitely A rank. All right, next. What is the next
Hold
movie?
a second, I lost the cursor. There we go.
Next movie up, we went back to Bond with License to Kill.
Oh yeah,
Timothy Dalton.
Very 80s. Very
Yes.
80s. I like it.
The villain is all about his drugs. He's trying to sell drugs.
Is this the one with Benicio del Toro?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's the one with Benicio del Toro.
I saw the name, and man, he was so young and small.
Oh,
in this
absolutely.
one. He is always wondering. He was in another movie that we watched. I was like, what? He's in this one too, and he like doesn't last long. I don't remember what that one was. He played the native guy.
Oh, that was The Pledge.
Ah.
We ranked that in the other month.
But yeah, I liked it. I mean, to me, it just felt more like an '80s movie than a Bond movie.
Yeah, agreed.
And but I kind of liked it anyway.
So yeah, in this one, James Bond loses his license to kill, and that's what the title is there for some reason.
Yeah, spoiler alerts.
And,
he does kill in this movie.
And yes, he, like I said, the villain is all about like his shipment of drugs and his drug facility.
Drugs, gangs, violence.
Bond gets roped up in all this, and as he's trying to stop him, he's trying to avenge somebody, as I recall. But in any case, yeah, I do not remember the Bond women in this movie at all.
No, they were pretty generic.
One was fairly involved, but also was exactly very generic.
Okay, I definitely don't want to put it in. Oops. I definitely don't want to put it in B tier.
Yes. All right.
I don't D.
Okay.
I kind of liked it.
Okay.
I liked it because it's 80. I'd say yeah. Only the 80s saved you, and also I like Timothy Dalton. He was the first Bond I ever saw in action.
Oh wow. All right, then we saw Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. This is one I regretted not seeing back in the day when it came out, and yeah, it was a very interesting movie. Did not go quite how I expected it to.
I liked it better the second time around when it was called Turning Red.
Yeah, it very much is the precursor to Turning Red. But this was a DreamWorks movie, and that's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the funny thing is, when this came out, it was like, oh hey, Little Mermaid. This is a different take on Little Mermaid.
Yes, it is definitely very different. I like the movie, but it is one that is definitely a paint by numbers affair.
A bit.
And it.
But I feel like there are some twists and interesting visuals that make it worth more than just it being paint by numbers.
Yeah, I feel my issue is like never seemed to be any like real stake.
Yeah. So the basic gist of this is Ruby Gillman is an aquatic girl who lives on land with her family. Somehow nobody realizes that she's not human, even though she's got blue skin.
They do the whole conehead thing where, oh, we're not from here.
Yeah, we're from Canada.
Yeah.
I think that might even
the
be what they
coneheads
say.
are from France. It's like, okay, well, they're foreign.
I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that is kind of what this is. But in any case, she finds out she's got special powers, and then this other girl shows up who turns out to be a mermaid, and you can guess who that's going to be from this poster. Pretty obvious who the character is. But in any case, it was a decent movie if you got kids who are into this kind of stuff. I'd definitely say it's worth watching with them. Very solid movie, wholesome.
You did, very wholesome.
But overall, not anything you need to watch if it's not anything that you're.
It's very milquetoast.
I guess.
It's
I
beautiful.
need to look up that word.
I think it's a very beautiful.
So how would
movie.
you rank it?
I would say I would put it in C.
Okay.
It's an okay watch, but it's like if I had to skip any animated movie, it would be this one. I think they put a lot of work into it, though.
Yeah.
They put a lot of work into it.
The visuals are very, very good.
Visuals are fantastic.
So after that, we went back to watching the other Timothy Dalton movie, the first Timothy Dalton James Bond, The Living Daylights.
I don't remember this one. It did not have an impression. Oh yeah, it was another one where he was kind of doing his own thing, from his old disheveled.
I want to zoom in on the images. That's kind of the reason why I picked some of these. Is we got some key images from the movie.
Little Harrier. There's some helicopters here.
Oh, that's the one they went to the desert.
Oh yeah.
Not confused with the Daniel Craig one where they went to the desert.
There's an Audi over here. Yeah, here's his car with skis. He at one point loses a wheel. I was like, oh, whatever, I got skis.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, this one he kind of works together with some Arab guys and wears a disguise to look like them as he's putting like tea and bags into a truck.
The Arabs were the good guys in this one.
Yeah,
it's a different time.
In a case.
Not saying they can't be. I'm just saying it's unusual for them to be depicted as such in a movie.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, I liked some of it. I liked aspects of it. Overall, I didn't really.
Yeah.
I feel bad I didn't like it that much. I would say it's D.
Okay.
I don't think I like that.
Alright, next movie.
Alright, next movie.
We got Tomorrow Never Dies.
Oh.
This is the second movie starring Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. This is the one with the guy who is trying to create a media empire by releasing information just after it happened, because he did it.
Yeah, I like the concept a lot. I think
it also features a certain Asian actress who was kicking so much butt they needed a Jackie Chan stunt team to assist.
She's from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes.
And then you have Terry Hatcher.
And they also rode a motorcycle together. And a very fun action scene. She and Bond are handcuffed together and having to get around on a motorcycle while they're being pursued and shot at and stuff.
Yeah,
so they're
I like
constantly having to switch positions on the bike.
When we got Pierce Brosnan, the Bond movies were kicked up a notch, I feel. He's my favorite Bond, and his movies feel the most like, well, I mean, they are the most like modern Bond movies because they're the closest to the Daniel Craig era. I really enjoy his movies. They still have the wonderful level of camp that I feel like is lacking a bit in the Daniel Craig movies.
Yes, absolutely.
I like this one a lot. It's not my favorite Pierce Brosnan, but
Okay.
it is definitely high up there.
Especially you got motorcycle.
Yes, yes, the motorcycle stuff was wonderful. Um, whoop, lost the cursor again. Oh,
So how would you rank it?
I will let you know once I get the cursor back here. There we go. Um, oh, you know what? Only because I'm rating it against these other movies.
Okay.
Oh, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I wish I could set it right here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say just because I don't feel it's a solid A, I'm gonna put it in B. But it's like a B plus.
Okay.
It's a B plus. All right.
Then we watched The World Is Not Enough, third Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie.
Yeah, this is. I thought it was okay.
I like I like the song a lot,
Yeah.
but I definitely feel like it's the most forgettable of Pierce Brosnan's
Agreed.
list of movies.
He skied. It's like it's multiple.
So
On for a moment, anyway.
definitely feel like this is the one Pierce Brosnan movie to skip.
Yeah.
If you're only watching like the best ones, you can skip on this one.
I would say before I look at the camera again, let's go with C.
Okay. Definitely, like you can't go wrong with Pierce Brosnan. But if you're just looking for like the best ones, you can skip it.
Yeah, it's not bad. If you want to watch a Bond movie, it's definitely not the worst one. Oh,
Yep. Next, we watched Daniel Craig's
it's
debut
Survivor.
at Casino Royale.
I enjoyed it. It is really nice to see Bond movies mature. The portrayal of women gets better. It's not perfect,
Yeah.
but it gets a lot better. Um,
This
it's an origin story.
Yes, this is start of a new continuity. For the first time in all the ones we watched, the love interest is actually a romantic love interest, and not just hey, you're kind of hot. Let's do it.
Yes, he really
he actually like falls in love with her.
Yep, it's genuine. This movie, he acts more like a human. That like he falls in love, but he gets scorned like in his whole series of
Yes.
movies. What's this rope that he's holding here? Anyway, I liked the villain. He's not super cartoony, but he is a great villain. He's powerful, but he's not invincible. Daniel Craig, I thought was wonderful. Brought his A game. But he's blonde.
Yeah, that was a lot of people's complaints about the movie before it came out. It's like, how could you have a blonde Bond?
I think as far as movies go, it's pretty solid. It's not my favorite movie on this list,
Okay.
but I feel like it could be. I feel like it could be an A. If you feel comfortable putting an A,
Yeah,
I'd put
yeah.
an A.
Definitely. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, that's the whole folder.
Next, we watched Quantum of Solace because you insisted we watch these in order because
I
there's a
wanted to
storyline.
watch them in order because yes, there is. Unlike the other Bond movies, there's a consistent storyline. It's not super tight, but it's there.
So yeah, as the poster here shows, there is a scene where he rides on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I always do.
But otherwise, I was really let down by this movie. I was disappointed in the theaters watching it, and I thought I saw reviews saying how it was such a great movie. Rewatching it with you, like yeah, I see why I didn't like this one.
Yeah, I thought it was just okay. Nothing really major to take home. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it. I would say C tier.
Okay.
Or do you want D tier?
D.
D. I'm comfortable with that.
All right.
Whoop.
Next, we watched Skyfall.
Posters look almost the same.
Yeah, I think these are probably from like some sort of set posters. but like I said, I picked these because it shows off a lot of the scenes from the movie with characters and stuff. But yeah, this is the guy who played Anton Chigurh, Javier Bardem. That's it. Javier Bardem is the main villain in this one. For some reason, he does. I don't see him on here. But yeah, this is the one where he goes back to his home in Scotland, I think they say.
Yeah, I believe that's
But
right.
oh, and by the way, something I found out recently, the guy who was like the caretaker there who helps him out in the end, that was originally supposed to be played by Sean Connery.
Oh,
I think was it. Am I remembering that right?
I have no idea. I've never heard this.
I might be mistaken. But anyhow, they was supposed to be a different actor playing the character, but they couldn't get him. Anyhow, this was a great movie. I love the theme song. I thought this was such a fantastic movie. Actually, one of the few movies where this bullet hole actually like would make sense plot wise is early scene in the movie happened with someone being shot. But anyhow, yeah. Well, how would you rank Skyfall?
I can never see this cursor. It is Skyfall. I enjoyed it a lot. As far as a movie goes in general, I think the only reason I wouldn't put it super high on the list is just because you have to have prior knowledge of the
Okay.
character. I would say B.
Okay.
Oh, you want A?
Yes.
Okay, we'll put in A.
Hey.
Okay. That to me is the only major fault. Otherwise, you could almost watch it alone. Not a huge fault. No Time to Die with Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. Yes.
He was a wonderful villain too. I loved him as a villain in this. I thought he was excellent. He had the
Like,
scar, the mask, everything. It's like
we usually only see him play heroic characters, right?
I believe that's the case. You got to
Did
get
you say?
he was more established.
Yeah,
Like,
he got to come out of the closet.
yeah, and it's done in such a normal way, which I wish they would do more. He
Yeah.
just mentions he's having a dinner and he'll be over later, and it's like, oh, he's in the guys, and I'm like, that's so great. They did manage to do a lot of things that would trigger people. They got this woman here.
Oh yeah.
She plays the new 007. I thought this to me is probably my favorite Daniel Craig
Okay.
movie. Just it feels to me the most.
Daniel Craig Bond movie or?
Yeah, Daniel Craig
his-
Bond movie.
Okay.
Oh no, not favorite Daniel Craig movie. I like the Glass Onion
Oh,
series.
okay.
I like them a lot. So
The Knives Out.
yeah,
series.
the Knives Out movies. Yes. I like this one a lot. It to me is this is as close as you can get to old school Bond with Daniel Craig.
Okay.
I would say. What was it? I'm gonna put an A.
Okay.
I'd be interested to see how I felt about this last time I reviewed them. See if did I say I like the last one? I probably was like, oh, it was terrible. I hated it. But honestly, reflecting on it now. Okay.
and then we
Spectre.
went back and watched Spectre, or I did. This one, not as good as the other ones, although it was kind of neat to see Dave Bautista being a Bond villain, or Bond henchman. It was, the opening scene is like the best part. Just watch the intro and the title sequence and you're good. Like, I definitely felt like it
I'll have to leave this
did
up
not
to
hold
Sakana
up.
because I've never seen it.
yeah, that's big.
To be clear. Okay.
It had, like I said, it had some good moments, but it was overall.
This is the one I
bit of a
wanted to see
letdown.
out of all
Oh,
the Daniel
no!
Craig movies. This is the one I wanted to see.
No! I'm sorry.
It played on the TV at work, and I only caught a glimpse or two of it.
But anyhow, we went back to some older movies. We watched The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Yes, I had seen this forever ago and did not remember any of it. I was too young to retain it.
It is definitely a very strange movie. It is about a guy who's on a vacation from work, and he and his neighbors are suspicious of the odd people who've moved into their cul-de-sac, and they don't know what to make of them, and shenanigans ensue.
Yep.
What does it say? He's a man of peace. He's a man of peace in a savage land, suburbia.
I thought it's a really fun, quirky movie from, I think, was it 1990? It's either late 80s or early 90s.
Yeah, something like that.
And I remember this being advertised back when they're not doing terribly well.
Yeah, it must have been early enough in the '90s that I had never heard of it.
It is weird, and I do like it overall, but I feel like it's.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, okay. Here we go. Oh, we're getting close.
Throw Mama from the Train.
Classic.
Billy Crystal and Danny DeVito, great movie. Also features the lady from the Goonies.
Yep.
What does the tagline say? We zoom in on there. We got Owen asked his friend Larry for a small favor.
Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah. So basically, we got Billy Crystal as a writing teacher who is a bit of a failed writer himself, but he's teaching a writing class. And Danny DeVito plays a very poor student in his class who is not a very good writer. And he lives with a very overbearing mother. And basically, he takes things the wrong way and thinks he has an agreement with his teacher to off his mother.
Yeah, they're doing a switch. He's gonna kill
His ex-wife.
He's gonna kill Billy Crystal's
ex-wife,
ex-wife, and Billy Crystal's gonna kill his mom. And hilarity ensues. Despite the premise,
yes.
It's actually a kind of heartwarming, fun movie.
Agreed.
I would say that to me, this is, oh gosh, for me, I feel like it's an S tier movie, like it's a must watch.
Okay, all right. I don't know if I would have put that but I am fine with that.
To me, it's like if I could only rewatch one of the movies on the list, I think it would be this.
Oh
one.
wow.
It means a lot to me.
Now this one is another one I watched alone. This was License to Wed. I had heard that it wasn't worth watching, but it's like, hey, it's a movie with Robin Williams and John Krasinski, and Mandy Moore's there too. But yeah, this one was just okay. It says first comes love, then comes Reverend Frank. Basically, James, Mandy Moore and John Krasinski are a couple in love, and she's well off, and he's not, and he wants to marry into the family.
I thought that was Randall Park.
No. And her family's rich and very traditional, and they've got this particular place they want to get married at. Meanwhile, he wants to do a wedding in the Bahamas, and they convince him to have it local at this special place that they have, this church. And Robin Williams plays this priest who runs this course on whether or not you're ready for marriage, and oh my god, he is so annoying.
He is very overbearing.
Yes, he's very overbearing.
I do think I've seen bits of this.
But it is very absurd. A lot of cringy humor in it.
S tier movie.
No way.
F tier movie.
I'm actually divided on C or D.
I think if
you know what, D.
Yeah, I think if you have to think about it.
But yeah, if you like the actors in it, you may want to check it out. But otherwise, forget it.
Whatever. Here it is.
Joyride.
This one, I remember seeing this in theaters. I mean, seeing the advertisements for this in theaters. I remember hearing some negative reviews.
Really?
Or that it didn't do well, and I regret not having gone to see it. I really wanted to see it because you don't get to see Asian people in movies a lot. I am half Filipino myself, and even though there's no Filipino,
I would say it's an American Asian movie.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
like there's definitely movies that are all Asian cast and feel like they're like made by Asians for Asians. Meanwhile, this one is for a general audience.
Yes, I thought it was wonderful. Also, a criminal that they did not include Roxette's Joyride song in the movie, which I think they could have snuck in there somewhere. Absolutely. I thought it was wonderful. It's about a girl going to China to find her lost lineage, basically to learn about her lineage and to go to business. It's mostly a business trip, but then also, hey, why don't we go find your their mom that gave you up for adoption? And things ensue. And
all the characters in it are fairly well developed, and lots of fun scenes happen. It's a very adult movie with lots of adult humor. I'd say it's comparable to Bridesmaids as far as how things go, but with Asian characters.
I thought it was wonderful. I enjoyed watching it, and I think simply because of the Asian influence, I would put it in A tier.
Okay.
If it were anything else, I'd put it less, and that's just because we don't really get to see Asians
Yes.
a lot.
It was definitely one of those movies where I was looking forward to seeing that for a while, and this was a good excuse.
This one I didn't even. I thought I thought Sakanka was showing me a YouTube short. I didn't realize it was going to be a whole movie.
Yeah, it was actually a shorter movie than most of the movies we saw, if not all of them. But yeah,
this is the one where Hugh Jackman's a clone, right?
No, that's a different movie. You're thinking of
The Wolverine.
oh
yes.
shoot, what is it?
Don't ruin it for me. I almost forgot that, and that was a big twist, and I really wanted to see that movie, and then I never got a chance.
But in any case, there is a movie called The Illusionist. It's live action, and it stars the guy from Fight Club. The guy who's hard to work with.
Why can it?
He played the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I forgot his name for a moment, and he was in the.
Unrelated to that movie.
Okay, anyway.
But yeah, this is an animated movie. It is about
I keep taking it away too.
Basically it takes place in the turn of the entertainment is changing.
Yes.
Live action performances are starting to fade out in favor of movies and TV, and he's finding it hard to find work as a magician.
He's taking increasingly smaller and smaller gigs.
Yes. And it all takes place in the UK, and it is almost a silent movie. It feels at times. There's a lot of non-dialogue in this movie.
There's very little. There's little bits here and there.
Yes.
Most characters don't say more than a few words, if anything at all, and it's rarely anything that drives the plot.
Yes. It is very interesting. It's very art house kind of a movie. Even though it's animated. Anyhow, yeah, definitely thought this was a very tasteful movie.
Very tasteful, very interesting, very well done. B.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Check it out if you're curious.
I think there's going to be people that are going to say that's an S tier movie.
Yes, I agree.
But not me.
Yeah.
Sorry, it just didn't tickle my fancy, but it was beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful movie. It probably is one of the better movies I've ever seen, but it wasn't as entertaining.
Okay. Next we have Jason Statham starring in the movie Homefront. Also features James Franco and Winona Ryder and Kate Bosworth.
Yeah, it's kind of like a similar no, not really.
Anyhow, in this movie, we start off where Jason Statham is a DEA agent, I want to say, undercover.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a cool opening scene, but then a lot of the movie doesn't have anything to do with that. We kind of could have skipped that scene, could have put it in a different movie. But yeah, basically he is a father who is raising his daughter in a small community down south. I want to say it's down south?
Yeah, I believe so. And so he ruffles some feathers simply by existing, and his daughter gets into some trouble.
And of course he's Jason Statham, so of course he's a badass. He kicks butt, and he's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but if you've seen a Jason Statham movie, you've seen half of this one.
Yeah,
so.
I can't argue with that.
But yeah, if you just want to see Jason Statham kicking some butt, he actually does befriend a lot of the characters throughout the movie, which I actually thought was a little refreshing.
Yeah, he's not like the usual just grumpy, sour guy.
Yeah, he doesn't just kick somebody's butt and go home. He tries to make things, smooth things over because he has to live with these people. I enjoyed that aspect, and that's the only thing I think that saves it from being a B tier movie.
Okay. Also, James Franco plays not his usual kind of character.
He was a great villain in this. It's unfortunate that in real life he seems to have also been a villain.
Oh no.
But
anyhow, next one we saw was Harry and the Hendersons.
Classic 80s movie.
Somehow I had never seen this movie before. I knew it became a TV series. I don't think I saw that either.
I used to watch this series. I don't remember much.
But yeah, this was a very fun movie. The guy who played the Predator was actually in the costume. And I think he even may have been created by the same people. I'm not sure. But anyhow, John Lithgow plays a father who's also a hunter. They're basically families out camping in the northern woods of the state of Washington.
Hunting. Well, I mean, camping and hunting.
Yes.
The main purpose was to go hunting.
Yes, they were camping. But yeah, on their way home, they hit something, and turns out it's Bigfoot.
And they're like, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do with them?" And then they do what you do when you hit a crazy animal out in the woods. You bring them home.
Turns out he's not dead, and
Oh,
hilarity ensues.
yes.
The only downside is after a certain point, the family kind of just drops from the movie, and
Hmm.
it focuses entirely on John Lithgow and the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But it's a fun movie.
Yeah, it was fun. A
And
quintessential 80s
I
movie.
also would say, for it being such an old movie, the suit is amazing.
The
You
suit, I
you
think,
cannot
holds up.
tell this is not just what it's supposed to look
Yeah.
like.
I think if they made it today without CGI, it would still look the same. I don't think it would really look any different.
Agreed.
I like it a lot. Again, it's to me it was like standard viewing in the 80s. You saw this on television, you would sit and watch it. It's not particularly in depth. It's pretty paint by I would say by today's standards paint by number, but
Okay.
this is back before. I would say B. Do you want it higher?
No, you can put it in B.
I think it's a solid B.
I would agree. The other one where it was a B plus.
Yeah, okay. I'll accept a B plus on that one too. I liked it a lot, but I'm trying not to let that blind me.
All right,
Liam
next we saw
Neeson.
Retribution, starring Liam Neeson. This one was a very different kind of Liam Neeson movie. He doesn't get to do a lot of butt kicking like he normally does.
Yes, he is sitting down for most
Yeah,
of the
he's
movie.
he's in his car.
Sitting down driving. He's like, they're
But
like, hey, Liam, we want you to do a whole bunch of action scenes. He's like, man, what if I just sit in my car and just drive around? And they're like, but there has to be action. Yeah, an explosion or something. I think that's how it went.
I don't know. But in any case, I feel like he does a great job acting in this. It really feels like a Liam Neeson movie, despite the fact that he doesn't get to go around doing
Yeah,
his usual Liam
yeah,
Neeson stuff.
he is.
But it is an intriguing movie with a bit of a mystery plot going on. As you can see, there's an exploding car.
That's most of the action in the movie.
He is
right
driving around the city. He is for some reason this movie takes place in Europe.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it seems weird that it does because like also a lot of the cast wasn't from Europe.
Yeah, he and his family are Americans, but for some reason they live in he works in Europe here. I forget what country.
I thought it was alright. I saw the plot twist coming from a freaking mile away. It is aside from him being trapped in the vehicle for most of the movie, it is still pretty much any generic Liam Neeson movie that you didn't see.
Okay.
To me, this is a C tier, and to me, it's a low C.
Okay.
I think it's closer to a D plus.
I'm still glad I got to see it. I love Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson and Jason Statham are probably two of my favorite actors.
I would say it's watchable. If you love Liam Neeson, then you should watch the movie.
Yes.
If you're like indifferent, just kind of like him,
it's definitely on the lower end of his movies, but
sympathy.
not the bottom of his movies. I think it's
So
right in
here
the middle.
we have Ghost Rider and RoboCop.
Oh yeah, is that oh yeah, that's right. I'm surprised you actually admitted that. But yeah, Sympathy for the Devil.
Not the good RoboCop, the bad one.
So this is a very interesting movie. I had this on my list of movies to watch for a while.
Not at all what I thought it would be.
Yeah, agreed.
If you told me, hey, two big action stars are doing a movie together, this isn't it.
So, going into this, you think he's supposed to be the devil? The Sympathy for the Devil title, you think he's the devil?
And he wears a red suit too.
Yeah,
so
he's got like the classic devil goatee, wears a red suit,
and he behaves in such a strange way.
Yes.
And whereas,
but he's just a stranger. I believe the credits just list him as a stranger, and I think the protagonist on the right there is just labeled as the driver.
Yeah.
It's very Collateral inspired, I'd say, or very least in the same mold as Collateral, if you're familiar with that one.
We watched this right after the Liam Neeson. It's another movie that spends a lot of time in cars, but not the whole movie.
Yes, they do get out of the car. But yeah, this was a complete coincidence. I had known nothing about this movie.
It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, if you like Nicolas Cage being a crazy, wacky guy, being like for once he's not the good guy.
Yes, I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't.
But yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know.
I say it's worth it. It's not an action. It's a thriller. It's a thriller with some action in it.
Okay.
And I really enjoy. I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. I feel like that's saying a lot already. I would A or B?
B.
B. Okay, B tier. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out here. I got like a few minutes.
Okay, can we Go to the next
So
one.
I'm
There we
trying
go.
to click on it.
So yeah, I saw Son of a Woman. She had seen it before.
Yeah. Hoo-ha.
I enjoyed this movie. It was very different from what I was expecting, especially considering like Al Pacino's character is not the focus of the movie. It is the other actor who played Robin. I can never remember his name.
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, Chris O'Donnell. Did not think he did a great job in this. He was very bland and had like no personality for like the first like maybe half of the movie. Yeah, it says Colonel Frank Slade has a very special plan for the weekend. It involves travel, women, good food, fine wine, the tango, chauffeured limousines, well, a limousine, and a loaded 45. And he's bringing Charlie along for the ride. So yeah, basically the movie focuses on Charlie, who's a college student who ends up needing a job to get some money to pay for something, and he finds this woman who needs someone to take care of her blind father. Well, they're off on a family trip, and turns out he's got other plans, and he wants to go to New York City, and he drags him along as he goes on an excursion to New York using his savings, and wacky hijinks ensue.
Yeah, the whole idea is you think, oh, he's a blind guy. You know, how hard can it be? And it turns out like the blind guy is really in control of his faculties.
So Al Pacino actually got a Best Actor Oscar for this part, and
He
it
was
his
fantastic.
first, I think, only Oscar for Best Actor. And he studied with actual blind people on how they get around and stuff. So that was kind of neat.
So F
hey.
tier. Just kidding. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it's worth it. I think it's one of those genuinely good movies that you could say like, I'm not really into that kind, but it's a really good movie.
Bit of a slog. It is quite a long movie. I heard it was even longer before it was cut down. But yeah, definitely I feel like the main actor who was working with him, what did you say his name was?
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell could have been played by a different actor and it would have made a better movie.
And we got Conan
so
here.
Boring. So yeah, I want to see one second read the text here. The most powerful legend of all is back in a new adventure. Somewhere deep inside the mysterious Phantom City lies the fiery Temple of Jade. Concealed within its ancient chambers is the supreme instrument of life and death, the mystical horn of Dagoth. Only one man, Conan, has the power to recover it. But first, Conan and his band of warriors must battle hostile armies, cross treacherous kingdoms, and challenge the sorcery of an evil queen. It is Conan's greatest challenge. For if he cannot capture the horn in time, the world will be plunged into eternal darkness. So yeah,
the sequel.
That whole eternal darkness thing, I do not remember coming up at all. So if that was said, I do not remember. Now I had not actually seen the first Conan movie. I kind of wish I did. I was rather disappointed with this one overall. It was kind of neat seeing him and Mako, and Wilt Chamberlain was in there. Grace Jones, who was the Bond lady we talked about from A View to a Kill, she plays a badass woman in this as well. I kind of wish a lot of these characters got more development. Yeah, C tier.
C tier, sorry.
C for Conan.
Yeah, I liked it. It's a movie I watched a lot growing up. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Definitely felt like they censored a lot of the action.
And it is very...
Also, Andre the Giant plays the monster at the end.
I enjoyed it.
Not that you can tell. Next, we've got You Got Mail, starring Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Someone you pass in the street may already be the love of your life. Now, I had seen this one already back in the day, but it obviously had been a long time. This is a movie about finding love in the age of American Online. Yes, the internet is just becoming a thing.
It was still fairly new, still gaining popularity, and if you're around during this time that the movie came out, you could not ignore this movie. It was talked about quite a bit.
And what did you think of it?
I thought it was wonderful, honestly. I expected it to be like, oh, here goes the cringy, oh, how cool is the internet? And there's a little bit of that. But overall, I felt like the portrayal of the internet is fairly realistic. It holds up. I would say it holds. The only reason it doesn't kind of hold up is just because the internet's changed so much since then. Overall,
it's a very time period specific kind of movie.
And it doesn't. It could have been even more formulaic, but it's strayed away from the formula at least a few times, which made it really refreshing and watchable.
Okay.
I thought I liked it a lot. B.
Okay.
I thought it was a pretty good B tier movie. It's not the kind of movie I normally watch. I don't usually watch romance, but this was decent.
All right, next is Sisu.
Oh my
This
God.
was an amazing movie. Very little. The protagonist does not speak a whole lot. He doesn't even speak English. But yeah, it is about a guy who is hunting for gold during the end of the Nazi occupation.
Yeah, he used to be a soldier. They find out through the course of the movie, like, hey, this guy has killed a ton of people because they killed his family. He's basically unstoppable. They believe he's immortal, and the way the movie portrays him, it's true. He's immortal. He can't be killed.
Also, he's got a dog companion, and the dog lives.
Yes, and he knows how to treat. The dog knows when to stick around and when to leave. The one character ever in an action movie that doesn't just get in the way.
Yes. That was one of those things that I remember when this movie came out. It's like, please tell me the dog is going to be okay.
Okay, key points. He's an old soldier. He kicks butt. He beats the crap out of a lot of Nazis, and he's got an awesome dog that gets to live in the movie.
Very violent, very gory.
To me, this is one of the easiest S's.
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
say. Like,
Looking forward to watching the sequel sometime.
Yeah, and if you don't like if you like action movies and you haven't seen Sisu, I would fail to believe you like action movies.
Like the only thing that might be a little hard to get into is the fact that there's Nazis. So that could be a little bit of a detractor.
They get what they deserve.
And yes, and it's a foreign language a bunch. But anyhow, next one we have Focus. Even though this poster makes it seem like the name of the movie is called Never Lose Focus, it is another movie about con men. Basically, Margot Robbie plays this con woman who meets up with Will Smith. She tries to con him. Turns out he's an expert con artist, and he shows her the ropes.
It sounds a lot like that Melissa McCarthy movie.
Yes, it is very much a lot like that movie, but not as good.
Oh man, that movie. Oh, that's
C
sad.
tier. C tier.
It sounds like it's a D tier to me, but
I
didn't see it.
I enjoyed parts of it, but it loses focus, ironically.
Ah.
And then we have GoldenEye. We kind of put these out of order. These are the only ones that I had on DVD, so we didn't watch them on streaming. But yeah, GoldenEye. What did you think of GoldenEye?
I like GoldenEye. It's a very Bond-like movie. I mean, I know that should go without saying, but it really doesn't. Some Bond movies don't really feel like Bond movies. This one I thought was excellent. Great villain. Pierce Brosnan, again, my favorite villain. I mean, favorite Bond. The weapon.
Xenia Onatopp, as played by the actress Famke Janssen.
Yes. Jean Grey in the X-Men movie.
I was gonna say that, but I remember her name. But yeah, she was quite an interesting Bond villain. Very few female Bond villains like actually feel threatening like she does.
Yeah, she was excellent. I thought it's a great Bond movie. Bond movie formula. Meets some women, learns about some bad guys, infiltrates the bad guys, kind of befriends them sometimes, and at the end he has to make daring escapes, and a bunch of people die, and he saves the day. Even though it's a Bond movie, I liked it. Is it B or A?
A.
Okay. And then the last one.
The last one is Die Another Day.
All
the
right.
last of the Daniel Craig. Keep saying it wrong. Last of the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies. Also, the last Bond movie for a while. There was a large gap in time
because they were deciding the new
movies.
Bond and all that.
But anyhow, this one was the 20th Bond movie, big anniversary kind of thing. Very cool movie.
I loved this movie.
With Halle Berry as Jinx, the Bond girl in this movie. She got to do a bunch of cool scenes.
Yeah, I think this movie was excellent. I think this is one that even if you weren't a Bond fan, if you just liked the action movies, you could watch this one. You don't even need to know the backstory of Bond. Like, it's somewhat important, but all the important things are there. You could just jump in and only watch this movie, and it would be pretty fulfilling. It's more fulfilling if you've seen the others.
Yes, of course.
But this, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I expected nothing out of this movie. I like even the cheesy Bond movies. But this one was wonderful. It had action. It had cool villains, multiple cool villains.
Yes.
They just looked amazing. They looked like Bond villains. You have the crazy sci-fi gadgets. You have the crazy wackadoo car and the Bond gadgets. You had
even some down-to-earth non-gadget fighting.
Yes, absolutely. And then there's action, and of course Bond wins at the end, and some amazing action pieces. And one thing that's missing from the Daniel Craig movies, I mentioned it before, is the cheese factor. And this had enough of that it didn't feel like it was too much to me. I love this movie. This is one that if I had to only watch one Bond movie again, it would be this one. I
All
would
right.
say,
Well, I own it, so we can if you want to.
yeah, someday we will. I would put this as an S tier
Yes,
movie.
thank you. All right.
Absolutely.
So look at that. I like how we balance this out even. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think I'm pretty satisfied with the
One
list.
extra movie in D tier. That's it. Otherwise, it's even split. I like it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, thanks for watching. Not sure what the next video will be, but hopefully you'll tune in, and we'll see you then. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Fursuit Friday.
It's Fursuit Friday?